Hey guys, in this video I want to go over how to add an extension and then also add hardware to Ringplan. Let's jump right into it. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is add an extension. I have a test phone sitting on my desk here, and what I'm going to do is add the extension, and then I'm going to factory reset the phone and watch it come up with that new extension. What I'm going to do is set this to 1002 since that's open right now. I'm going to call this desk 2. Extension type, in this case I'm going to use IP phone. I could use soft phone or IP phone. Soft phone is going to give you the QR code you can scan. IP phone is going to actually set up the provisioning for the Polycom. Desk 2 location, I'm just going to use the main location right now, and I'm going to assign it to myself. This will give me an email saying, hey, we set up a new extension for you. I'm going to go ahead and set up this caller ID for the number I have assigned and click add, and it was successfully added. You can see that it's not connected right now. Next step, we're going to either add phones or we can click on hardware. Takes you to the same spot. I'm going to add a phone. Right here I can either order a phone or use an existing phone. In this case I'm going to use existing phone since I have it sitting right here. And what I'm going to do is select the model. These are all different Polycoms that we have pre-configured templates for. MAC address. Now the extension is 1002. That's the extension that I just created. And I'm going to go ahead and add that phone in. There we go. Let's factory reset that phone and see what happens. On the Polycom, I'm going into the menu. I'm clicking settings. I'm going to advanced. I'm entering the password in. I'm hitting administration settings. I'm scrolling down to reset to defaults. Then I'm scrolling down to reset to factory. I'm confirming that I want to do that. It says please wait, reset to factory. The phone just rebooted. This will take a couple minutes. Once that happens, then we will be back up. The phone should take on the 1002 extension. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're back. I can confirm that extension did come up as 1002. That's great. Let's try to call one of the other extensions that I have here. You can see I have 1003. Let's try that. 03, dial. It says from desk 2. Great. If I call the other way, 1002. Says from test. Perfect. So that did in fact work. That's awesome. Now the other thing I wanted to show you guys is the order IP phones. So let's go ahead and click on that. We've got some phones. Right now we're offering the newest model. Let's see, I have a 250 and I have a 450 here, but I don't have a 350. So let's go ahead and add one of those. I have a PoE switch, so I do not need a power supply, but it does add it for you automatically. This is great in case you're sending it to somebody's home office. Nothing worse than getting a Polycom phone with no power supply and then you can't use the phone because you don't have a PoE switch, but we don't need it right now, so I'm going to take it off and pre-configure. Oh, I've got 1001 available. You know what? I forgot. This is my soft phone. Let's go ahead and create a new extension first. Let's go with 1004. We'll call this desk phone 3. This will be another IP phone. We're going to go to the home office this time, and I'll just assign it to myself. Alright, 1004 added successfully, not connected. Let's finish that. My order's still in here. Now 1004 is available. Great. We'll call this Polycom BVX 350. Shipping method, I don't need it fast. I'm just going to pick ground. Delivery address, I'm going to go to my home and hit next. I already have a payment method in here. If you needed to add one at this point, you could. We accept all the major credit cards. Since I already have it, I'm just going to select that. And now it's going to allow me to preview my order. It's going to calculate tax based on which state you're in, which is good. There's a $10 shipping, so that's my total. Let's pay that. Alright, thank you for your order. We will send an email confirmation shortly. That gives me the hardware. Now you can see it added that to my list. There's no MAC address assigned yet. I don't have any config, ability to see config yet. The reason for that is because we send an API call off to the warehouse. They have to pull the hardware and scan that MAC address of which phone we're going to get. This will populate sometime in the next couple hours, or if it's on a weekend, then on the next Monday. This will wait for the reply from the warehouse on what the MAC address is going to be, and then it'll populate. And as soon as we populate that, it'll write those configs. We also have this orders tab down here, and we have this hardware order. We can see there's my 350. As soon as this updates, it'll say completed. My phone should show up on my doorstep a couple days later, and it should be ready to take out of the box and plug in. Alright, thanks a lot.